Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to all of you. Reverend F.R. Frederick C. Comendador, OSI, President of University of St. Augustine, USA, Philippines, Professor Dr. Jonel P. Salud, Professor Dr. Darolin S. Dalice, University of St. Augustine, Philippines, Associate Professor Dr. Marina Muhammad Arifin, Dean Faculty of Science and Marine Environment, Universiti Malaysia Terengganu, Associate Professor Dr. Khairul Anwar Mat Amin, Acting Director for Center for Research and Innovation Management, CRIM, Universiti Malaysia Terengganu, Associate Professor Dr. Maisara Abdul Kadir, Deputy Dean of Academic and Student Affairs, Associate Professor Dr. Wahizatul Afzan Azmi, Deputy Dean of Talent and Research, Associate Professor Dr. Faridah Muhammad, Head of Discipline for Biology, Associate Professor Dr. Wan Iriani Wan Ismail, the Chairperson of UMT USA Webinar 2020. We also have our respected keynote speakers, distinguished persons, Associate Professor Dr. Mariam Taib, Faculty of Science and Marine Environment, Professor Dr. Tengku Sifizul Tengku Muhammad, Institute of Marine Biotechnology of both from Universiti Malaysia Terengganu. All the speakers, webinar organizer, honorable participants and guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my great pleasure to welcome all of you to the first ever UMT USA webinar on Life Sciences 2020. A collaborative effort by Universiti Malaysia Terengganu, UMT, and University St. Augustine, USA, Philippines, with the theme Fostering International Research Collaboration in the Era of COVID-19. As I understand, this webinar will be held in two series, with the first, which is today, hosted by UMT, and later on the 19th December 2020, hosted by USA, with over 15 speakers, consisting of top leaders and researchers and also postgraduate students from both our universities. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to mention how proud I am that the keynote speakers from UMT are among the finest UMT have to offer, with the exceptional contributions to the success of UMT in shaping how we are today. We have Professor Dr. Tengku Sifizul Tengku Muhammad, who is our former director of UMT Center of Research and Innovation Management and acclaimed molecular biologist at the forefront of marine drug discovery. The other is Associate Professor Dr. Mariam Taib, our expert in academic quality accreditation and passionate microbial biochemist. Many people, including these two experts, all the researchers and educationists in UMT, facilitators, and our professional staff. Therefore, the reason I am to proudly announce that UMT is now in position being ranked at 195 in the QS University Ranking Asia for the year 2021. Making UMT one of the top 30% ranked university in Asia. This is up to 48 places from last year, as nearly 100 places from 2019. We also have a top scientist in our ranks, with Associate Professor T.S. Dr. Muhammad Ismail, who recently was recognized as top 2% scientists in the world in the field of energy, based on Scopus citation ranked in a study by Stanford University. Before I continue, I would like to congratulate the organizing committee, Associate Professor Dr. Wan Iriani Wan Ismail, and her team, especially from this University, Malaysia Terengganu Biosecurity and Sustainability Research Group, BioSES, and USA counterpart, led by Professor Jonel P. Salud, and team from this great initiative in trying times such as now to conduct this webinar. In times of social distancing and closed borders, like how our year 2020 has turned out to be, I'm truly pleased to see that the fostering of international research and collaboration between UMT and USA as the theme for this webinar series is still going strong. Looking back, this cooperative effort between universities started in 2017 from an invitation for a cell signaling conference headed by Associate Professor Dr. Wan Iriani Wan Ismail to the signing of Memorandum of Understanding MOU in another conference on the 18th September of 2018. A pledge for 5 years, 2018-2023, to foster and strengthen research collaboration and networking opportunities. You have the best of the best among us, including the organizer, Associate Professor Dr. Wan Iriani. She's also a renowned scientist in her own, being a young women scientist in winning the L'Oreal Award. I was told also that during this cooperation, we have a joint publication in a Q1 journal that has been published. Mobility or exchange of expertise between UMT and USA was planned this year, but you know it has been thwarted due to the worldwide COVID-19 pandemic that restricted our movement across borders. We just hope that when things settle down, please, I implore that we revisit these mobility plans, and I would be happy, very happy to welcome the President, senior officers and researchers of USA to our place at UMT. Ladies and gentlemen, the organization of this webinar on Life Sciences 2020 is the ultimate achievement to our pledge in our MOU, to come together and share the research and expertise of both universities. I hope that the sharing of research and knowledge during this webinar series may further spark closer relationship, understanding, and more impactful research between UMT and USA can be generated. I also hope the cooperation fostered between these universities does not stop here, and more research collaboration, networking opportunities can be achieved in the future. I thank you very much for the cooperation. I would like to congratulate and convey appreciation to the UMT USA Webinar 2020 Organizing Committee for making this event realized and a successful one. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, with Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I now declare the Universiti Malaysia Terengganu, Malaysia, and University of St. Augustine, USA, Philippines, Webinar on Life Sciences 2020 officially open. Thank you.